It feels final now. We're officially going to be finishing this reread and I'm so excited, but I'm also so nervous. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Halima and you are here at Lumi's library. Welcome. Today is officially our second part of the Inheritance Games reread. If you don't know, I have been rereading this whole series to get in preparation for The Gilded Blade, the last book, which is coming out later this year. Well, actually, by the time I'm filming this, in a month or so, in a few weeks. Actually, in a few weeks. But I am so excited. This is part 2. If you haven't checked out part 1, go check that out. I mean, what are you doing here if you haven't seen part 1? But this is part 2. We have officially finished the first 4 books in the Inheritance Games in part 1, so go check that out. Now we are moving on to the second half, the next few books. And so obviously we'll be starting with The Grandest Game, which is kind of the start of this second half, kind of broadening this storyline. And I am so excited to get into this because I definitely think that I'm going to enjoy this so much. I loved it the first time around. Well, more exactly, I liked it the first time around. I definitely think I'm gonna love it this time, especially now because I have so much context and there are so many things that I know and I remember. So I'm so excited to get into this. We're gonna get straight into it, starting with The Grandest Games, and just it's going to be a little bit chaotic. It's going to be a bit of a mess, but I will update you guys along the way. I'm so excited to get into this and we'll get started. It is time for an update. If you can't tell, I'm losing my voice. So don't mind that you probably won't be able to hear or understand half of this. I will try and put captions if I can even understand and decode what I am saying when I edit this. But you're just gonna have to live with it for now because this is what we're dealing with. So since I updated you guys last, or since I started this vlog pretty much, I've literally just had time to read because I'm sick. And what happens when I'm sick? I'm at home and I do nothing. So yeah! That's literally it. I did have work, but that was a different story. I still had time to read because I actually wasn't doing much. I'm not even gonna lie. So we are officially, it's not halfway. I can't gauge this without, I didn't actually check the percentage of how far through I am, but I would say 60% because we are quite a bit over halfway. This is a start. This is where I am now. So I love this. I love reading this again a second time around. I think I've kept saying this a million times. I think I'm appreciating the books a lot more. Whether that is because I've matured or I'm just realizing how emotionally attached I am to this series and this characters, and it's actually unhealthy. It needs to be studied. But yeah, I'm just, I'm loving this. I'm loving the characters. I'm loving, like I said, I miss Avery's point of view, in the main trilogy, it was, but it is also so nice. And now I understand why we get the different point of views. And there are so many things that are adding up, and I'm this is such a big plot line. It's such a big storyline. Mother Jennifer Lynn Barnes, mother, how does she come up? I genuinely think that woman doesn't sleep. How? And then how does she create all of this? And then she still publishes the book so quickly. And then she has other books, insane. The dedication is real. I love her so much, and I'm I literally thank you. Anyways, I have so much to say up about this, but my voice is not gonna let me, so all I can say is that I'm really enjoying it. Again, it's not my favorite book in the whole saga, but I do love it and I definitely am appreciating it a lot more. Despite the voice, actually, there is one thing we need to talk about because obviously we have a new main character introducing this book, and that is Lyra. Okay, if you've read this book, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and it's not really, actually I was gonna say it's not really a spoiler, but people will come at me and be like, no, it is a spoiler. But basically she's one of the main characters in this book, okay, and you see why she is a main character in this book, and it makes sense when you've read the other books. But when she's introduced in this book, it's kind of obvious that she is going to be Grayson's love interest, okay? Now, there's this whole debate about whether she's a good love interest or she's not. So here's my opinion on this.
I like her. I feel like she has potential to be a great character, and I'm seeing that now that I'm reading it second time around. I'm like, okay, I kind of like her, and I can see how she works with Grayson. I see it, okay? I see how it works. The only thing is, we got to the end of this book and they were already like, not together, but it was like, it just kind of felt like it progressed really fast. It was like they understood each other so quickly, and I'm like, I like that, and I can see how that works for Grayson and like her as well, like in the sense of like they're not usually those kind of characters that would trust that quickly, but like also it just kind of felt off. I don't know, I think the first time I read this around I didn't like her as much because I think I was subconsciously comparing them to Avery and Jameson, which no one's gonna reach that level, okay? They're like my second favorite, if not my favorite couple in the Inheritance Games universe. Sorry, my camera like died on me. I actually don't even know why. We're back. But like I was gonna say, I'm clarifying that Avery and Jameson are like my first favorite couple, but like a little bit above that. Like if you, Toby and Hannah, like you just need to understand what I'm saying. Toby and Hannah are just a little bit up there. I don't know if it's because I like to put myself through paint. It might be that, but yeah, that's if you know, you know. Like I feel like they're on the same level, just I like them for different reasons. Like you just need to understand what I'm saying, okay? But back to this, I see the potential. I just hope that we get a little bit more in obviously the Gilded Blade to like build on their relationship, and then I'll think my opinions on her. I also kind of was really annoyed by her at the end of not the end, but like in that last kind of section of Glorious Rivals. If you know what happens, you know what happens. It just kind of annoyed me, and like I understand her decisions, I understand why. It just kind of annoyed me, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. So that's literally my update for now, without like without spoiling anything. I will say though, I think I said this before, Jennifer Lynn Barnes is an absolute genius. I don't know how she does it. Like all of the puzzles, but then still the plot, and then the characters, and then just everything. I'm like, it's actually insane. I think that's, I'm so unhealthily obsessed with this series and these characters and emotionally attached to it. So yeah, we're gonna keep reading. I don't think I can finish by tonight because I'm so tired. I'm probably gonna knock out. But I will probably be able to finish this by tomorrow for sure, and then we'll move on to Games Untold, which I'm very excited. That will be like a little light, not really light thing, but like a little break from like a very like straight up story. Like there's a little bit of just short stories in there for fun, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, that's my update for now. I'm so excited to just finish this, and the book is coming out in like so soon. I don't even remember what day it is today, so I could not even freaking tell you how long it is. But yeah, it's so soon, and I'm gonna savor it as much as I can. We're not gonna think about it too much. I told myself this. I literally can't think about this too much, otherwise I'm going to cry.
We can't talk about it, I'm gonna cry.
But yeah, I'm gonna keep writing my theories because I have just been jotting down so many notes as I'm reading this. I cannot explain it. So we're gonna keep doing this, and then we're gonna go. So bye. I am back from my very busy day. I know I said that if I'm sick, that I was sick, and I would be in bed the whole time, but I did say that probably wasn't gonna stop anything. But I did manage to get through some reading, so I have just, I think, 100 pages left. I can't do math. You guys, I actually, yes, 100 pages left. I have exactly 100 pages left until I finish the grandest game, and then obviously we'll be moving on to Games Untold, which I'm very, very excited. I'm so excited.
Need sleepy.
And I, like, for like the new book and to like finish this reread, and obviously there are so many things. I think I just keep saying this, but there are so many little things that I'm picking up on, you know, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, there are some characters in this book that I kind of forgot about. There are some of the plot lines I kind of forgot about. I'm not gonna lie, because I think with this one and the Brothers Hawthorne, they were the ones that I didn't enjoy, but like compared to the other books I didn't enjoy them as much, or I wasn't as like engaged is what the word is. But now that I've like reread everything, and like now that I know, it's so good, and yeah, I'm just picking up on literally everything. I have theories about everything. I don't trust anything, so that's what that is.
yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue reading, and I'll hopefully be finished with this by tomorrow. I'll go on to Games Untold and just read through those books. I was also thinking about this before. When I do read Games Untold, I think I am going to skip the same backwards as forwards, like the one that's in Games Untold, like that section from Hannah's point of view, just because I will read it fully when I read like the full novel with both point of views. So yeah, because I feel like one, I can't go through that much pain because I've already done it before and it's gonna hurt. And also I want to read it like at the same time, because the last time I read like the same backwards and forwards, it was like I read Hannah's section in Games Untold, and then when the full like novel came out with Toby's point of view, I just read his. Like I didn't read Hannah's one again, and I saw, oh my god, I saw someone on Pinterest put up like a tandem read guide. I just said I didn't want to put myself through pain, but is that putting me through pain? Yes, but you know what? It'll be worth it.
And today I'm the age you were when you left.
Anyways, so I'm gonna finish this. There are so many things that now I'm looking at it, especially like the riddles. There are a bunch of riddles and puzzles, obviously, because it's basically this escape room and the grandest game, and there are so many things where I'm like, I'm like so not that smart. Like I was like, how? I was like, these things are so obvious, but I remember reading the first time around, I didn't understand anything. I was like, how do you solve this? But yeah, now I'm like, because I've read this so many times, I'm like, I know what to do now. So yeah, I love this. It was really good. I really am enjoying it so far. I love having the other point of views. It's so cool, and it gives like so much more depth. And it's kind of cool because you see like all like 3 storylines, and then like how they, not storylines, but like plot lines and like the characters, and kind of it's like little separate mini storylines, and then they connect. It's so good. So I've been having fun. It's really great. Go pick up this series if you haven't already. I mean, like, why are you here if you haven't read this series? Like, it's part 2, guys. Anyways, so I'm gonna continue reading this and then hopefully finish tomorrow and move on to the next one. We are back. It is a few days later, actually, well, 2 days later from when I spoke to you, because I did not have time to update you yesterday. I have officially finished The Grandest Game. I think especially because when like you start this series, like the Grandest Game trilogy, it like as a part of the Inheritance Game saga, this is where things start to pick up in terms of this storyline plot. So obviously the first Inheritance Games trilogy is mainly following Avery and like the brothers and finding out like why she was chosen. This, I feel like as we go along the saga, it expands so much more, and this is where it starts to be like, okay, now we know that it's going into further territory and there's so much more that's happening. So I was literally like scribbling down notes, especially towards the end of this, because I'm not even gonna lie, there were so many things I kind of forgot about. Brady, Knox, I kind of forgot about their storylines. Like I didn't forget about their characters, but I think because it's been a while since I read since I read the books and the last few books, because the same backwards and forwards came out the end of last year, was it mid last year? I don't even remember. Yeah, it was like end of last year. Like I still don't like, I have the memory of a goldfish, like I said, so to some specific things. I have selective memory, that's what it is, not the memory of a goldfish. But it was just like going through all this stuff, and then it was like knowing things that happen in the future, but then also now that I remember more of the things from the past, it's like, oh, so many things make sense, and so many things are just like adding up, and just like the tiny details, I'm being so pedantic about them because I'm like, what if this means something? So we've officially, we've officially finished The Grandest Game, and I did pick up Games Untold, and I did start reading it. I know it looks like I've read a lot, so I now have like 40% of the book left. I've read quite a bit. It looks like I've read quite a bit actually, because of the same backwards as forwards, because of that section, like novella of this book. I did not actually read that, like I said before. I am gonna save that for when I do pick up the novel of the same backwards as forwards, like from the both point of views of Hannah and Toby. I'm gonna read them at the same time instead of reading Hannah's now and then just skipping it later. So I read, what was the first one? I think it was, A Night in Prague is the first novella in this, and then now I am on The Cowboy and the Goth, and then we'll be moving on to, what is it? I always forget what they called. Like I know what they entail, but I forget what all of these ones are called. 5 times Xander tackled someone and 1 time he didn't. Oh, I love like all of these little like short stories and like novellas. Like some of them are too short to be even called novellas, like little short stories. So I love them. It's so much fun just reading it and like just going through it once again, because it's kind of like a little like, yes, there are like little hints and like especially like in for That Night in Prague, or like with The Same Backwards as Forwards, which I'm not reading now, but like those are the ones that kind of have like more like heavy focus on like the plot aspect and like kind of following off of the end of the grand scheme and giving a little bit more context, obviously. But then the other ones are just like fun, fluffy, light, giggly reads, and you like I just love being with these characters and everything. But I feel like even just knowing Jennifer, like these little stories, even like they have so much more meaning, so I'm trying to pay attention as I'm reading them. And I'll probably finish this by tonight, because like you saw, I only have like a little bit left and it's just short stories. So yes, I'm very excited. And then we'll be starting Glorious Rivals. I can't believe we're almost at the end of this. It's crazy already how much we've gone through. So I'm so excited to finish this reread. And then obviously when The Gilded Blade comes out, which I will never shut up, you will never hear me be quiet about it again once it comes out. So I'm very excited. I'm going to continue this maybe with a little cup of coffee or something, and then we will chat and debrief when I finish this, and then I'll let you know when I start Glorious Rivals. So that's all for now, and I will see you after. Good morning. I just realized the book's upside down. Whoops. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, we try that again. It is the next day. As you guys saw, I have started Glorious Rivals, which is the second book in the Grandest Game trilogy, and this is where we're getting to the tail end of this reread, and I'm feeling so many emotions. I think I'm very excited that we're getting to the end, and I have so many theories and there's so many things that are happening, but it's also very bittersweet. I'm like, because I know it's gonna be the end soon, and it's going to be very sad. So I started it yesterday afternoon actually, and I am just about to hit the halfway mark, just under halfway. And once again, because it is not like the book technically, actually yes it is, in the trilogy of the Grandest Game, it's technically the book before The Gilded Blade, which will be the last book, but there is The Same Backwards as Forwards in between. But yeah, this is like obviously where things are really happening. We're setting up for the next book, and there's just so many like things that are being revealed. There are so many things that are being set up, especially, so I have a lot of questions. Again, I feel like because I went into this with a little bit more context, because I am reading all of the books back to back, there are things that I'm like, oh, I'm making connections, or I feel like I have theories, but there are still so many things that we don't have context on, that are like, we just don't know how this is gonna go. So yeah, I am very excited to continue this. You guys are gonna come along with me. I am just gonna be taking a little bit slow today, just because I am not feeling very great. Like I think I'm a bit sick, so we're just gonna go along with this slowly but surely. I have some work to do, so I'll probably work on that as well, unfortunately. But yeah, I kind of want to savor this as much as I can as well. Like I'm like, I don't want it to end. Yeah, I also wanted to update you guys that after this, obviously The Same Backwards as Forwards is the next book that I'm going to read. I am actually going to postpone that a little bit, so like when I do read it, it'll be a little bit after I finish this, just because I am going on a little trip, a little holiday, and obviously if you've read that book and you know how it goes, I don't want to be sobbing and throwing up and crying over my holiday and my little trip. So I'm probably gonna take a break from reading, like doing the reread then, and then probably come back and complete the reread, and then yeah, I'll probably just read something else in the meantime, and then I'll let you guys know about that as well. But that's all. That's literally my update for now, because obviously I can't really do any spoilers. But yeah, that's literally it. I'll update you guys next time, probably when I'm a bit through or finished with this. And yeah, that's all for now. We're back. It's the next day. Good afternoon. I was about to say good morning. It's not the morning anymore, if you couldn't tell from the lighting. But I honestly, there's not much to update you, and I haven't made that much progress. I'm like probably 60% of the way through, 65% of the way through, but I thought I would just update you guys because I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow to update you guys because I'm going to be very busy. This is my life. But I'm currently editing the first part of this vlog, and I'm realizing I'm like, I am really attached to the series. I really don't know how I'm gonna function when this ends.
This looks new.
Think it's safe?
What is it?
I think it's just, oh, I love this series and I love these characters and just this world and this plot so much. Like, what do you mean they're not real? Like, some billionaire needs to just like give all his money to this random girl. He needs to have 4 really hot grandsons, and just this needs to happen in real life. I'm like, I don't know, can we like petition for this? No, but yeah, so I literally, that's kind of my update. I literally just had to yap. I read a little bit today, again, like the 60% mark. This is where things are like picking up, and they're like, I think I'm gonna keep saying this, and I have just kept saying this, and it's gonna sound like a parrot. I'm literally sounding like a parrot right now, but
Here we go again.
like I'm picking up on all the smallest things, and I feel like we don't, at least from like the content that I see, or like people that I know, or even myself, like I don't usually do rereads like this seriously. Like I haven't done a reread of a whole series, like gone through every single book, or like reread a whole book like straight through for so long, or like I don't even think I've done it like properly before. But doing this is like, it's just making me feel like so much more attached, and like it sounds, I don't know how to explain it, but like I'm loving it even more the second time around. I'm understanding so much more, and I'm seeing so many more things, and I think that's why I feel so much more deeply, because there are so many more things that I understand, and I'm like, wow, this is so well thought out and so intuitive and so creatively done. Like it was just, oh, I'm just loving it so much. So yeah. Oh my god, also today I was out reading a little bit, and I bumped into, well, I didn't bump into, but like as I was just like walking down the street, and I had my book in my hand, and there was this girl sitting on the bench where like as I was walking, and I saw her reading I think it was, no, it wasn't Glory Trials, it was Grandest Game, and like she just looked up, like the timing was just so perfect. She looked up and we just made eye contact, and I just like smiled, and I think she registered the book in my hands as well, and we were just like, we just know. It's just, if you know, you know. But yeah, it was so cute. I'm like, I love like seeing people out in public reading books that I love, or like reading similar books. Like it's just, and you just know, it's so cool. It's like, oh, we get each other on a different level somehow. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, that's my update. I'm gonna read a little bit more. I don't really have anything to say. Honestly, literally, that was all I had to say, and I love Gigi, and she's the only character in this book right now that is keeping me sane, because everyone else, I mean, the authors are great, but I'm just like, it's a hot mess. Like, if you've read this book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is, it's a mess. She's literally my only lifeline at the moment, so props to my girl. Props to my girl. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop yapping now, and I will update you later. Little bit of an update. It is quite a bit later. Do not mind the sound, because yes, I am in the bathroom, because this is what I have been relegated to. Because like I said before, can I say it before? Yeah, I did say it before. I'm on my trip. I'm on a little bit of a trip. We're just at the hotel now. I'm just getting ready to go out for dinner. I thought I would update you guys a little bit. I haven't had a lot of time to read Glory Travels. Like, that's just basically what I've been reading. I fell asleep on the trip here because I was really dead this morning. So just kind of been like chilling. I haven't been reading a lot, but I am, after like when we come back later today, I will update you guys. I did get a little bit of reading done, so I am a little bit more in to the book, but still not like that much. I have like 30% left, 25% left of the book, and then I will be done, and then obviously we'll be moving on to the same backwards as forwards. But yeah, just wanted to update you guys how we're going. Oh my god, also one of the things that I wanted to say, going back and reading this book now, I think because obviously it's been a while since I picked up this book. It's been since last year. I literally read it at the day it released last year. Like, I got it and started reading it, but I was like, there are so many things that I think I kind of forgot, and like, not forgot, but I like confused. Like there was one specific thing where I like confused two characters, like two scenarios that happened, but like to different characters and like with different characters involved, if that makes any sense. But it's very vague and that might not make any sense, but obviously I can't say anything more because it will probably be spoilers. But yeah, that's literally my update. Once again, I have so many more theories, and I think now that I've done the reread, I'm realizing, okay, there are so many things that now I'm like, yeah, I really understand everything now. And not everything, there are so many things we don't have context on, and so many things I still have questions about that I'm like, I don't know what is happening.
I'm losing it! Bun down.
But I feel like I do have a little bit more like knowledge and a little bit more context than I did the first time around reading this, because I just read everything else back to back, and there's like I've picked up on all the little clues, so that it's just been so fun to see once again, like coming to the tail end of this and like all the little things that are adding up, and then obviously like what's gonna happen. And when I am filming this right now, it is officially 2 weeks. The 2-week countdown starts now until the Gilded Blade is out.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone?
Hi. I'm so excited, but I'm also so nervous. So that's gonna be fun. Like I said, I'll probably just read a little bit today, like later tonight, and then tomorrow, and then I'll update you guys when I am back home, or when I finish the book and when I start the next one. Hello, it's the next day. I thought I would update you guys because I officially have 15% left. I don't know. I suck at math, so do not ask me to figure that out. But it's probably, yeah, I have a little bit left. That's pretty much all you need to know. Of this book left, I'm going to go through it and probably finish it now if I don't get distracted. I have a little onigiri with me. I'm gonna eat that as we read. And I feel like, I don't know if it's just because I feel like I am someone that overthinks a lot and I'm kind of anxious generally. But the ending of this is really just putting me on edge. I think also because I know that the book is so close, the last book is so close to coming out, and I'm like, I need answers, and there are so many things, and I'm like, I feel like if this book is not 1,000 pages, we're not gonna get it. But yeah, I'm trusting Mother Jennifer Lynn Barnes to be able to put it all together, because just knowing her, she'll wrap it up, and I'm just, yeah, I'm so excited. So we're gonna finish this off hopefully now, and then yeah, that's literally my update. And then obviously when I get back, we'll do like a little debrief, and then we'll start the same backwards as forwards, which that will be the mess that it will be. So stay tuned for that though. And then yeah, I think I mentioned this before, I will be vlogging the reading The Gilded Blade once it comes out, once I get my hands on it and once I read it. But that will be full spoiler, so that is just to keep in mind if you guys want to jump on and watch that when I film that, which it'll probably come out like a lot later. Yeah, that's literally my only update. But yeah, I will see you guys next time, like the next time I pick this up to chat with you guys, and we will yap. War is about to begin and we need to look in for it because it's gonna be a mess. So my update is I'm back home and I finished Glorious Rivals. So we've officially finished that. I actually finished it on the way back, and I was like, as you guys saw, I was a mess. Like I was trying not to scream because that cliffhanger, like that ending and like everything that happens, I just I was a mess. Like, I remember I got home and I was like putting it back on the shelf and I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I need answers, but I also don't want it to end once again. So we are officially moving on to the same backwards as forwards. I actually wanted to yap a little bit about Gross Rivals for a bit because once again, like I said, the Grandest Game trilogy, I don't think it'll ever beat the original trilogy for me, like of the Inheritance games. But again, I really have to say I enjoyed reading it more this second time around. I think because I definitely like appreciated the characters and the plot a lot more. And then obviously because there are so many things now that I'm picking up on and so many like little plot points and just all of the things that I'm like, oh my goodness, am I actually understanding something? It took me a second time around, obviously, but yeah, I'm so glad. I'm so happy that I finished it. I was very much on edge and I'm still on edge because I want answers. But yeah, it's been so good and I had such a fun time and I'm just very anxious and just I still have PTSD from that ending. I can't even explain it. Like if you guys, if you've read it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like it was just a hot mess and honestly, like I think it was Gigi? Was it Gigi? But like when she was trying to understand everything, she was feeling dizzy and I'm like, same girl, same. I'm like, my brain hurts. So that's my rant about that. Also, oh my god, I was talking with a friend of mine about like the ending of this book and she was like, oh, you know that like ending part with Jamie and Grayson, it's like giving that one scene in The Summer I Turned Pretty. But when she said that, I was like, no, why would you say that? Like, I feel like it's not the same. And I hate when people compare them because it's like, they're not the same characters. Like, they have similarities, but it's like, Jameson and Grayson are so special in their own ways and they're my babies and they deserve everything. And yes, they both made mistakes, but I will stand for both of them. Although one of them is a little bit in the right for me, but if you know, you know. But yeah, I love that ending, even though it has me like losing my mind. But you know what else will make me lose my mind? Picking this up officially. So we're gonna be picking this up. I'm gonna be starting it now. Just read a little bit. I want to cry looking at this book. What is happening? But yeah, it's a mess. Obviously, it's gonna be a mess for the rest of this vlog because the way we're ending it. I think I said before that I was gonna tandem read this. I don't think that I'm gonna be going through with that. I think I'm just gonna read Hannah's point of view and then go on to Toby's. But yeah, I love the way that this book was formatted. I don't know if I said that before, but I love like how it's actually the same backward as forwards. Like it's so cool and it's like it's so beautiful and like the end page art and stuff, like it's just so pretty. So yeah, I'm gonna go sob my eyes out starting this book and ending this book. Wow, the rest of this vlog is just really gonna be a mess. But you know what? You're gonna come along with me. We're gonna feel all of it together and I will update you guys the next time I have something more to say about this. We are back. It is later on. It's much later. It's like really late at night right now. I thought I would update you guys because I've officially finished Hannah's side, Hannah's point of view of the same backward as forward. I'm not okay. I have calmed down in the last hour since I finished this or so, but I am literally not okay. Like I'm just mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, like I think I'm numb now. I don't know how to explain it. Like I was a hot mess. I was crying earlier. I don't know about hot. I was a mess though, that's for sure. I was dying. I wanted to die. And now that I've started Toby's side, I don't even know what I want to do. I also, oh my god, I just checked. Jennifer Lynn Barnes just posted on her Instagram something. I'll put it up on the screen. It's like a little spoiler for The Gilded Blade, so like skip ahead 5 seconds if you want to, but oh my god, I'm not okay. I'm genuinely not okay about this and I don't know how I'm gonna survive. I am halfway through Toby's point of view at least. I am I'm a few pages into chapter 30. And this is where like things are just like, it's just so beautiful and poetic and just absolutely devastatingly amazing because I know what happens, but this is like the little bit of like happiness and like sweet, just absolute Like, ugh, it's just, I feel like everything's pain. Like Toby said, like reference to this, everything hurts, doesn't it? Everything does hurt. Everything really hurts. My heart, my soul. Yeah, I'm not okay about this, if you can't tell. I don't know how to feel about this normally, at least by a societal standard of normal. So I am gonna read a little bit more. I'm gonna try and get this done before I go to sleep, or I will force myself to stop before I go to sleep, because otherwise I will be crying myself to sleep tonight. Because yeah, I'm not normal about this. I love these characters, and also the fact that like when I finish this, it will officially be done with the reread, and today is officially 10 days until the Gilded Blade comes out. Yeah, it is 10 days until the Gilded Blade comes out, so I am just like, it feels so bittersweet. It's like we're ending this reread though, and then we're gonna end the whole series, and I'm just like, yeah, my soul is gonna hurt. My heart is hurting. But we're gonna go through this. I'm gonna try and get through this as much as I can. I think I am like still numb. Like I want to tear up and cry thinking about them, but I'm like numb, and I'm just feeling so much pain and emotion that I understand what Ariana Grande meant when she said no tears left to cry, because literally I have no tears left to cry. Like there's just anyways, so we're gonna continue. I keep saying this and I sound like a parrot every time, but it's literally so true. There are so many things, even in this book, that just hints, little clues, little things that mean something, and I'm like, Jennifer Lynn Barnes, the genius that you are, like how does she come up with this? Like genuinely, how does she make everything connect? How does she make everything, like, it's just so well done. And I have like these little tabs that I've been putting for like, you guys probably can't even see that, but for like all the little things that I think might be like a clue or like a hint at something. But yeah, it's just, oh, it's so good. And speaking of which, I'm also like, as I'm reading this, I'm seeing all my old annotations and I'm like, this just makes it hurt more. So I need to stop talking about this before I start crying again. And then I'm gonna continue reading, which will probably make me cry, but that's besides the point. So I'm gonna continue this, and then I will update you probably when I finish this and when we're officially finished with the reread. So I will see you guys after. Wish me luck. I know by the time you're watching this has already happened, but you know, still. Anyways, bye bye. Good morning. It is the next day, everybody, and I thought I would update you because I have officially finished The Same Backwards as Forwards, and that brings us to the end of this reread. Wow, this feels so final. I don't know, like it feels final because I finished this reread, but then it's also final because the next, like the last book is coming out, and it makes me want to cry. I was a mess last night, again, to say the least. When I finished Toby's side of the story, I was literally gonna pick up my camera and like talk to you guys, but I literally could not see. I was just crying. Like I could not see through my tears. It was really bad, and I just ended up picking up an Anne Young book just to reread because like I genuinely was like, I need something to numb this pain, because it was just like, yeah, it was really bad. I was a mess. But all that said, it means obviously we're at the end of this reread, and I feel like it is just, it's so final. I have all of the books here with me. I was just like going through them and like finalizing all like my theories and stuff, and like kind of just coming up with like all these other things, and like trying to connect things, like literally like all I spent this morning doing. Yeah, I just I don't know what to say. I feel like all I can say right now is that this feels so final, and I'm so excited for this next book and this next chapter and like everything else that will come afterwards, because this has just been such a big phase of my life. And yes, it is such a long series, but it is so worth it, and I love all these books so much. I love the plot, I love the characters, I love this world that Jennifer Lynn Barnes has written. And if you've read the series and you feel it as deeply as I do, you will understand what I'm saying. And for the people that think that it was dragged on and it's too long, you know what, your opinion, I won't judge, but don't say it to my face because I will fight. But yeah, so that's all. I thought we would wrap it up here, and I will be doing a reading vlog, of course, for The Gilded Blade, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's official. It brings us to the wrap up of this really long journey that we've been on rereading all of these books. I've had such a great time. Thank you guys for joining me, and I will see you next time.